Zaragoza. Steve Zaragoza. He came from space and he came down to the beach. He wants to hang out with the ladies on the beach. He wants to eat all the scampi. Get on your knees. He'll hate. He will throw confetti at your face. He will do drugs all over the place. His name is Steve Zaragoza. Don't you leave that hose on. Steve Zaragoza. Steve Zaragoza.
All right.
He rhymed Zaragoza with "Please don't leave the hose on."
Oh, I thought it was Hosa. Like Hosa. Like the hose.
Hosa's good.
I'm pretty sure he said, "Please don't leave the
the
hose
hose
on,"
on. Yeah, that's
yeah.
exactly what.
Oh,
what
you
it
just
was.
put. I can't hear.
which
me
is
now.
just great advice.
testing.
Don't
Thank
leave it
you.
on.
Now I can hear me.
You
Thank
flood your backyard, and it's a problem.
That was an intro submitted by Boy Lips Jr.
That sounded like 4 people
That's
sometimes.
awful.
Yeah. Great. Okay, and it's called Valleycast Intro by Steve Zaragoza.
Wow. Look at us.
I guess I made a Valleycast intro years and years and years ago on SourceFed.
That was very funny.
I was going to ask you if it was you.
Yes, from SourceFed, way back in the day.
Yeah. I was like,
It was.
so that was you. Is that my son? Oh, yeah. My son's knocking on the door. You want to just open the door so he doesn't feel abandoned?
We're having a pretty smooth day here, guys.
This kind of is everyone in the office. When
Yeah.
you just left your child in the middle of nowhere.
He's usually fine.
All right. Well,
The fact
listen,
he said usually.
Yeah, the odds are
usually
good though.
Yeah, he's going to leave it
He'll
open.
be
It's
fine.
Joe, would you like to tell everybody what's happening
Ladies
right
and gentlemen, we have Michael Reeves on the podcast today.
now? Yay!
Michael.
Why don't you tell everybody what it is, who it is, and why it is?
Yeah, I make robots on the internet and make videos out of them, and that's the whole story. And
That's not the whole story. It's good stuff. It's funny
most of the
stuff.
story.
Have you made one to bang yet?
Yes,
Does it shock you when you bang it?
I wish.
If you don't get it to climax in 1 minute 30 seconds, you're getting tased.
Michael, I'm sorry for all the perverts that you're dealing with on this
all right.
podcast. I'd like to hear more about the robots
That you bang.
that you bang.
Those are the only ones we're going to talk
I
about
get that
today.
question at like Q&As on
Do you
panels.
really?
Sometimes it's like I never know how to answer.
Because it's fascinating.
Well, it's like an 8-year-old kid with his mom sitting next to him, and his mom's sitting there.
His mom's like, "Do you bang the robots?"
Like pleasantly, like this is an okay question to ask a person.
Yeah.
But I always fucking get asked it.
Do you have a go-to answer, or do you kind of play by
Well,
ear?
no, I bet you read the room, right? You probably have a PG one
Yeah.
and an R one.
Percentage-wise,
An
how
early
close
show, late
have you
show.
actually gotten to creating a robot that you can bang? Like 60%? You got like 60% there, and you're like, this isn't a good idea?
Any robot
bang
is a robot you
Look
can
at
bang.
Ian
It's whether or not you got
questioning
it all the way.
everything that he's done in bringing you here.
Do you want one of these?
I do want to hear more about the
Yeah.
robots.
We'll shut up
Because
there.
I went through a real robot phase as a kid.
Really?
And loved them, but was not smart enough and didn't and like the amount of work it took to get to the cool little product, like the
Oh,
stuff I
yeah.
would see and like want to have, was beyond me. So I think it's very cool.
No, yeah, I definitely didn't start out knowing anything about robotics, so I like I'm not super good at like any other subject, so I just decided to get very good at programming in high school. Like I failed math and English and lots of science, so I was just like, well, I'm gonna be homeless after high school. Better know how to do like one thing super good.
Wow, cool.
So I learned programming.
When did you start? Like in 9th grade, like right at the beginning of high school?
No, in like the end of junior year of high school.
Yeah.
Why-
Really?
I just
Wow.
locked myself in the room for that whole summer.
But-
and just
Man,
Wow.
that young, that's that youthful energy. Like,
Yeah.
It's like that's how kids learn how to play guitar. They're like, this
Right.
is my guitar summer, but
For
you had a
sure, yeah.
programming
Which
summer.
brings me
Yeah,
into my
yeah.
question: why programming? You think? Like, what led you to programming? Why did that call you?
I had a friend in high school who was very good at it and was always very impressive. He's super good at everything, programming especially. Super crazy impressive. Like freshman year of high school, he came to school and like for the science fair, everyone was doing like their volcano and vinegar shit, and he
Yeah.
had brought like a game he wrote in C++ that would like analyze the waveform pattern of a song.
Whoa!
And it would shoot out like beats in different directions based on like tone and amplitude of the
Whoa.
waveform, and then you had to like fly around in a spaceship around those
The beats.
around the beats. that resonated from
That
the center.
sounds so fun. I
You're
want
a
to play
friend.
it.
That's insane.
He made Beat Saber before.
Yeah.
Beat
Yeah.
Saber.
It sounds
Kinda.
like your
Yeah.
friend is a robot that you make in the near future that goes back
Yeah,
in time
and I have
to
to send him
inspire
back.
you.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
To put you on this path.
my greatest creation.
Man, that'd be the saddest
you know
thing
what
someone
that-
could do with a time machine.
what you're
Go
talking-
back and inspire a friend.
I need my life to
gotta-
be cyclical.
I got to make sure I make this robot, so I'm just going to go inspire me over and over and over again. What sounds like,
It's like giving
what
a-
you got?
never mind.
No,
Oh, you're inspiring yourself.
yeah,
I thought you were. It was
Yeah.
someone else went back in
no,
time.
no.
Got
He's
it.
like, I got to make sure I'm at this point again.
Sorry, carry on.
No, but what it sounds like you got from your friend, which is so valuable, is somebody made something that kids are afraid of or have anxiety about or think that they have no clue how to get into it. And
That's
then they made
scary.
it cool and they made it fun. And I just went to my daughter's open house last night
Humble
for her
brag.
7th grade. Yeah, it was great. She's in 7th grade, guys. And she had like 3 teachers that when I left, I was like, I want to go back to school. I'm so excited. And one of them was the math teacher who is using robotics and,
That's nuts.
and stuff like that to teach math. And it's great.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I have a question about programming that I don't know if it makes any sense, but I know so little about
Oh,
it.
shoot your shot.
Here we go. So, are you when you like? Do you know do you keep learning as more stuff happens as it goes, or is
I
it
try.
more like an art where you did you feel yourself get very good at it, or is it a mixture of both?
I never
Like,
felt myself get good at it.
really. So, do
For
you
sure,
feel like
no.
you're still learning constantly?
I'm still learning a lot, especially with like web development, which I focused on a lot. As like I got like an internship so I could pay for college right out of high school, like that summer. I focused on a lot of web programming, and I think the rule is like every 18 months, a third of what you know is now useless in web programming or something.
Yeah,
So
okay.
every 18
Fun.
months, you must build a third of your knowledge.
yeah, you can't
base.
stop.
Because
Yeah,
it's so
it's
new.
insane.
It's got to
Yeah.
be constantly evolving.
Yeah,
real
exactly.
Quick.
Is
But-
most of the education that you're getting are you just going online and finding chat rooms?
Oh
and
yeah,
people
I
talking
super
about
did
it and
not
stuff
go to
like that?
school for any of that
Yeah.
stuff.
For
Yeah.
people that want to get into programming now, are they going to, when they decide to get into it, learn the same stuff you were learning when you were in high school, or are they going to pick up like the new
they're-
new stuff that's happening?
They'll probably
and
pick
work
up the same
backwards?
stuff.
Yeah.
Because as long as you get the basics down, you can get the basics down with 25-year-old languages and stuff. So like now I recommend like Python to people who are looking to get started. It's a really
Cool.
easy, just like run and gun language that is super user friendly.
I feel I've heard of Python.
Python, yeah.
Yeah, it's an old school thing, right? It's been around for a while.
It's I don't know. I think it's like 10 or 15 years old, but
Okay,
it's
maybe I'm
it's
thinking of something
relatively new for a programming language.
It's the opposite of old school.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I guess it is. I thought wrong.
But it's awesome. Yeah.
So, how did the jump happen from programming to robotics?
Yeah,
Robots.
I asked myself that a lot.
Yeah?
Also,
One day you woke up and they were just they
Just like
appeared in the-
robots.
Yeah,
I-
just robots all the way down.
at one point, I got really bored with working as a programmer because I was like, I went to 1 year of college. I was like, I'm gonna do computer science. This is gonna be sick, and I'm gonna know way
Harvard
more.
was not fun. Everybody, he was out.
That's the first time I've heard of that.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either.
I went to like a school.
That was a
with
joke we used to do at like a billion years ago.
What, make fun
We
of
used to
Harvard?
go Harvard. Whatever.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would do that.
Yeah.
You came
Oh,
up with
I
that.
don't remember that
And
at
you made it
all.
like a running thing
Yeah.
for a long time. We're gonna
Yeah.
go Harvard. I don't know.
Wherever that
It's
is.
a very dumb joke that we forced into existence. Sorry. So where did you go to your 1 year?
Northern Arizona University.
Dope.
Yeah, yeah, it's got like a 93% acceptance rate, so that's why I went there.
You
Bam.
got it.
Yeah,
The
it was-
Lumberjacks.
Yeah, yes.
No way, really?
Yeah.
What the hell? Did
It
you
was-
just guess that? Yeah. No
that must
way.
be in your brain. That
so
had to.
funny.
They have a statue of a fucking. Can I swear? They have a statue of
Yeah.
a fucking lumberjack in one of the
Wait,
quads.
like in the movie It, the one that's like in the did you see It?
I did not.
There's like this giant lumberjack statue in the middle of town.
But yeah.
That's that's all I can think of.
I'm just thinking of a statue of a fucking lumberjack, as in the verb.
Oh, he's just going like this. He's thrusting. He's got like the axe in his hand.
Yeah.
That's the fucking
all
lumberjack,
right, so
and
you
over
were
there's the barn.
You're a year in college. You've been programming, and you didn't want to do the programming at your job anymore, so you got into robotics.
Yeah, it was more like I would do stupid projects on the side just to like keep myself entertained and interested in programming because you gotta like program the robots. So I would do purposely stupid.
Sorry, I was trying to play robot sounds like really quietly,
And that was just
it
somebody
was way
dying.
too loud. I thought there we go.
Yeah,
He
that's
brought one of the
perfect. Okay.
robots in, didn't? It's the Ed 209 from RoboCop. That was not subtle or fun at all. Go ahead.
We're just like so close to being really smooth today, but we're a little off on everything. It's very
That's
fun.
fine. That's how I like it.
It's endearing.
We're back to you now.
Yeah, robots.
I think that was it. I
Yeah,
used to
you just
wanna
wanted
do
to
stupid stuff.
To
on
keep
the
yourself
side.
interested.
Exactly, yeah, because it was just sucking the soul out of my
And
body.
then, but even after a year, you were like doing it on the side. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna start doing this, and
Yeah, and then I posted one on YouTube.
Yeah.
One of the stupid project. It wasn't even supposed to be for YouTube. It was like this robot that shines a laser in your eye whenever, like wherever you are in the room. I was like, yeah, I may as well put it on the internet.
Like a dangerous laser?
It could be. But, like,
Cool, I want two. Because I want both my eyes to be lasered out. Where do you see your like aspirations heading? Like, is there like an ultimate robot, or is there some kind of like dream invention that you're focusing on? It's in the corner of your room, in a cabinet you open up, and all the blueprints are in there, and it's the secret project you work on.
I don't have any dreams like that.
Okay.
I do want to make just like absorbently stupid things, like alligator drone. Imagine you're in a park and you're like, you hear a drone.
I love it
going,
already.
And you hear a drone going, and you're like, God, some asshole's flying this drone behind me. And then you turn around, and it's a fucking alligator strapped to a drone.
Oh, a real
Like
alligator.
a real ass alligator.
oh, it took a turn.
Some kind of terrorism.
Real alligator.
Yeah.
It's just like
I'm on board.
coming at,
Yeah.
okay,
There's
cool.
Ian over in the corner
Is that
dying.
terrorism?
Thank
It's
you.
terrorism.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's
ISIS is
alligator
going to be
terrorism.
doing that in 2 weeks.
I mean, it's.
you don't know. It could be a dope ass alligator.
Wait, I want to give a little bit more context.
I mean, I guess if the alligator has like its mouth wrapped up, then I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, this is like
it's just
this
a
is
flying
fun.
alligator.
You'd be like, okay.
No, this is fun.
At first, I was concerned.
If it was like a chomping alligator, I'd be like, all right, well, here we go. Super villains are coming. Finally, we have real super villains now.
They've taken flight.
Yeah.
You make. Can you just talk about maybe real quick your 3 favorite robots that you made on your YouTube channel, just so people kind of know a little bit more about you? Because I feel like we kind of glossed over that.
yeah.
You say shitty, but what you make is really creative, bad finger quote robots and machines, and it's really fun. It's like you're taking weird ideas and you're combining them into things that people would never think of making, and then you make them, 2 kind of talk about how you make them, so it's a little educational, and 3 it's hilarious because you'll take them out into public, which is amazing.
Yeah, sure. 3 favorites. Trigger Me Elmo is definitely one of my favorites.
Can you
Please
describe? Give me a
explain.
little-
Yeah, Trigger Me Elmo was an Elmo doll that would. Hey, Ian, you okay? It would do like a face scan. It would look at you. It had a little camera in its eye, and it would insult you based on your race. So like
Based on your race?
based on your race.
How would it know?
It uses a facial recognition API, so it like
Wait, so the recognition software is racist because it might
Yeah,
not accurately
well-
know what race you are.
Oh, it really knows. It super well knows. Yeah, it got Asian and white on me, and like I bet you didn't even know I was like half Asian, but it got half Asian and half
Wow,
white.
so it
like,
was
half the
very
time.
accurate.
Whoa.
Very accurate.
Did you
yeah.
write that code?
The facial recognition code? No, I wrote the code that consumed the API from somewhere else. It's like an enterprise grade facial recognition thing that's not supposed to be
Coolest
racist.
shit I've ever heard.
That's
I
not
don't know what you
supposed to
said.
be
Sounds
racist.
cool.
Right, but you created it to be
But
racist.
like one of the metrics that it gives back when you give it to a face to scan is like race probability. So it's like,
Did you?
Yes.
Did you
Fascinating.
program the one part I'm more interested in is did you program the insults?
I did.
Okay,
So,
that's
Oh,
fun.
that's
So I, like-
wonderful. Can we contribute some insults?
Oh, sure. I made it a
You
year
can
ago,
add
but
to the-
I got
Camera.
like
We're gonna do a brainstorm session.
I got like an Elmo impersonator to do them on Twitter.
Oh man!
Like paid him to do them,
Like
and
a
he was
$5
so
deal?
good.
Did you
Yeah, well, I paid him. Yeah,
Oh,
and
you
he,
paid a
he
legit
did a
person.
good job.
Was it
yeah.
a
That's awesome.
cameo?
Yeah, it was.
He refused to take credit 100%.
it was the meme was like it was just like awful things about white people and
Yeah,
like
love
Asian
it.
people because
Yeah.
I'm white and Asian, and then when I pulled up like Terry Crews, it was like, I respect and love your culture very much. Please have a nice day.
That's so fun.
And then Hispanic came up, and I was like,
Anna respects all individuals of Hispanic lineage and wish you a wonderful day.
Oh, I love that.
because
That's
I'm
great.
yeah, I'm white and Asian, so
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can make fun of
Okay,
that.
That's so
okay.
funny.
So you did it the right way. You did it in
Yeah.
the way that was
Wow,
like.
what a great way to sidestep any bullets. that
Yeah,
legit
I was
come
really
flying.
building up to
That's-
like
that's
everyone
nice.
was wondering what happens when it puts that there.
Okay, so number 2. What else we got?
I really liked Tomato Spike Robot. It was
Okay.
like a a 3D printer, I put like a big metal piston spike on, and it would like use blob detection to. I fucking hate tomatoes so much. They're just
Same,
They're
dude.
just
we're
boogers.
all
They're
the
gross.
same.
Okay, they're
Team
nature's
here.
boogers.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
disgusting.
They're gross. So I made this machine that picks the shitty little tomatoes out of your salad. So it
sees them in
it sees them.
Wait, does it get the little boogers out too, or
Oh,
just the
it'll go for
tomatoes?
cherry tomatoes. So like little blobs get detected by like a camera.
Dude, I would buy that.
And yeah, you put it on like the thing, and like the massive metal piston spike moves over it, and just like, bah! And I made it overpowered, super.
Oh,
on
so
purpose.
so it smashes the
Well,
tomato.
no.
into
It's
your
just
salad?
like a massive metal screw and like a 60 psi piston, and it just like, but it'll still get them precisely, and it'll like bam, and just fuck the tomato
If-
and pull it out. It's awesome.
If you were a bad guy, I'd be so worried about these things.
Yeah,
So good.
I can be both.
yeah, right. You can be smart and an ass.
Yeah,
it'd be great.
yeah. I love that there's
I can
someone
be one of those things.
who's not inherently a bad person making these like things that if a bad person were making them, you'd be terrified of them. But I love that these are just like very fun, like useless but very funny. Like I want to see that. I want to watch that thing take tomatoes out of a salad.
Just for 24 hours on a live stream.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you follow Useless Inventions on Instagram?
I don't on Instagram, but I'm a big
Okay.
fan of Useless Inventions.
Okay.
Simone Yetch and all the Gertz.
Okay, great. Yeah, I don't know the.
Have you guys teamed
details
up yet?
We've not. No, I don't think I've ever met her in person yet.
You guys would be great.
Yeah, I
That'd
don't
be
think
amazing.
she liked me because of what I do, but that's okay. Sorry.
So what's your third?
We
your
one
third
more. This is too much
favorite?
fun.
Yeah.
We could listen to this
Oh
forever.
yeah, sure. I like the tomato spike just because of how much work went into that one.
Really?
It was just the code was 4 weeks of programming. It was like
And are you up-
6,000 lines or something.
Are you like up all night, like just like in the movies? You're like chugging down Red Bulls and you're sweating and you're just.
Kind of. I really like working late at night, and I really like Red Bull. So
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
You have a lair where you have.
I do have
toys
like
everywhere
my
and,
my
tinkering?
goblin dungeon lair.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you keep it well organized so when you walk in? Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's chaos.
Do you think you need organization, or do you think you're fine?
I'm probably fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so far, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
Because like,
hoping.
imagine if you
We
had
ask
someone.
the big questions.
Right. Yeah, we do. Do you want to keep your
Organization.
things clean, or do you not?
Also, are you sure you don't like tomatoes? Like,
Okay, so that was number 3.
wait. Did he say what the third one was?
No, that was 2.
No.
Oh, 2. Okay, what's number
Yeah.
3? Yeah.
He's like, it's me, and he rips his face off.
Wow, that'd be cool.
And you're the tomatoes. He's got the skirt.
I don't really know the third one. Those two I'm a big fan. I really liked like the Elmo one. I had that idea before I knew how to program with my friends. Like we were just like talking like, what if you had a racist Elmo doll? Wouldn't that be funny? And so I really like
Yeah.
yeah, I really
Yes.
like that one because of that. But third one maybe like the Roomba that screams when
Yeah,
it bumps
so
into
funny.
things.
In a horror movie.
It's great.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
have
good
one that specifically caused you to like blow up? That where you got the big views, or was it a slow?
I
kinda...
got quite lucky with the laser in the eye machine.
Yeah.
Reddit really enjoyed that. That was like the first major one I posted to YouTube. So
I bet
very
Reddit
fortunate.
goes ape shit for your stuff.
Very fortunate.
Yeah.
R/shitty robots. Yeah, super fortunate.
I was gonna say there's this contingency of Reddit approved YouTube creators that are just like Reddit would put them on a pedestal if they could. And you see
Yeah.
them, you're right up there. iDubbbz, people like that, like internet comment etiquette,
Yeah.
who's freaking amazing. Like you're kind of in that group of
I
people.
hope
I
so.
feel like
It's it's just a whole other audience that's just kind of like, it's almost like it's the cool kids club once Reddit has accepted you.
I think they put intelligence on a pedestal, but also intelligence that doesn't give a fuck, which is exactly what
Right, you're
kinda
right
what
up
you
everyone's
got going
alley
on.
there.
Pretend intelligence. Yeah.
Well, it's definitely not pretend. What you do is amazing. I got a follow-up question for you. What is a robot that you had planned and worked on and coded, but it just didn't work out? Like, what is your best idea
Oh, and you
that
had to like
didn't come
abandon
to fruition?
it. Yeah.
I'll usually like take it out behind the shed and shoot it in the head before it gets to that point because I hate wasting like too much time on a thing. Like either like I know it's gonna be for YouTube, or like I'll take it aside and have it be a personal project that I just like can never post. And I have those, the odd, ones that I'll never put on YouTube.
We're gonna talk about those.
Okay, because like ethics and stuff. So I'm just, like,
We can
not
talk
really-
about it off the podcast.
Cool. Yeah.
Do you go ahead?
Yeah. No, none that I've done and then just didn't post to YouTube because I do a weird filming process, so it's kind of like all intertwined.
Have you ever been working on an idea and then gotten to a point where you're like, I don't think this is gonna work. It's just not gonna work.
Yeah, I have, and I just just ram my head into it.
Yeah,
like,
and
for
then
days.
you just get, and then you keep going at it.
Yeah.
Is there one that got away? Was there the one that
No.
you just couldn't figure out?
No, sometimes you just like bring down the intelligence level
Right,
of it,
right.
and it's just you can just make it stupider to the point,
Which
where
makes it better at the
yeah,
end.
where it performs its basic functions, and like maybe it wasn't exactly what you wanted it to be, but it's still kind of the robot you wanted
Yeah.
it to be. So usually not. Yeah, like I'm really stubborn about that stuff.
Right.
It, like,
Good.
It
That's a
started
good thing.
when I learned programming and just like rammed my head against problems for. I'm not very naturally smart, so just doing it for days and
That's so funny.
lots of caffeine.
That's a relatable feeling.
So
for
at this
sure.
point,
Yeah.
are you doing it more for? Actually, a couple questions in this. How old are you?
That's a great question, Joe.
You're
We'll be right back.
You're one of them. Okay.
How old do you think I am?
You're like 22.
No, this is a youngin' we got here. This is like a 1920.
He's 21 at least.
I was at 21.
I'm 21, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Ah,
21.
shit!
21, yeah.
Okay, so you're young. So,
close
like,
enough.
in talking about all of this stuff that we just talked about, this has been in a pretty compact amount of time. Like your junior year, you said he started programming. So when did the YouTube stuff start?
I think the first video was like 2 years ago, something like that, and then seriously started like a year and a half
Yeah,
ago.
so you're destroying. It's been a 2-year journey for you right now, where you've just been making these amazing machines and YouTube content. So when the question I want to ask now is, are you more about the YouTube side of things? Like, are you making robots for YouTube and for the views, and you're addicted to it like the rest of us, or is it still about the coding and the programming and the robots?
Oh, it's both. Like I couldn't do it if I didn't enjoy the programming and robotics.
Yeah.
If I ever get like if I'm ever feeling like, man, I'm doing this for YouTube too much, I'll just go work on a personal project.
Yeah.
And then, never talk about it, and that's just like
That's healthy.
yeah.
So healthy.
Yeah.
Especially for a
Could you-
21-year-old. Are you kidding me?
Could you make a robot that is the anti-comedy robot that rather than say yes and to things, it just disagrees with everything that you say?
Oh, that's great.
And then we can
you go
could we purchase it from you
Yeah.
and essentially, well, maybe not even purchase, maybe hire it,
And we'll
'cause
just have a show.
depending on how intelligent it is, yeah. And
Dude, that-
give it a weekly stipend and give it a show, and it's the sidekick it's like the bad sidekick at a talk show.
I need to take this even further. The robot is functional
I
and,
like where it is now.
and portable. No, let's go.
I like my
Let's shoot
idea.
for the
yeah,
stars.
I can't be improved.
Your small idea is great. Let me make it bigger. So we take it, it's portable, right? We take it to comedy clubs and we stand up there and one person goes, "Here we are at a deli. I'm about to order a sandwich." And the robot goes, "No, we're not. We're at a stage at a comedy show." It's like,
You could do talking man. What do you
Yeah.
call it? Man on the street.
yeah, like a man
Stuff
on the
with it?
street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Microphone guy, camera dude, ask question people street.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah.
How are you doing today, anti-comedy robot? I don't have to answer that.
Exactly. Or just a
Technically,
long
I don't have
silence.
feelings.
Just
I'm a
doesn't-
robot.
you hear nothing and then you go, what? Oh, just,
Right.
How you doing?
Yeah. What do you think about politics?
How long would that take, you think?
Because we got to be out of here by
Because
like
I'm going to
3.
market it. I have a Google calendar. I can make you a
Yeah.
joint. I'll do a joint calendar first.
No, I've actually got a pitch you can help us with. We have a show called Trivia Bidet, and right now we have to manually do the bidet when people get the trivia questions wrong.
Oh, there we
What
go.
I want to do is make the bidet automated, but I think we can change the game a little bit where it's like the questions are like, let's say, the answer is always between 1 and 20. And it's like, how many movies did Keanu Reeves make between 1990 and 2012? And somebody's like, that's a 6. And then you put in 6 into the robot, and then if you're 7 off, you're gonna get 7 spritzes. But it isn't just like you can play with it for comedy reasons. It could be like 1, 2, 3. Oh, good. I only 4. 5, 6.
You could put this in the arcades.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like it could be an arcade game. It just looks like a porta potty, and you go in there and you sit down, you take your pants off, like you do in an arcade.
Yeah. Yeah. When you play in Jurassic Park.
I do love that we're like, I'm sure you're so busy with these passion projects, these things you love.
Do our shit, man.
And then we're just like, make shit for us. Have people commissioned you for stuff?
Yeah.
Like, talk about
Before
that.
I was super in, like, doing YouTube. I did get commissioned to do, like, I was still in Hawaii at the time, and he, like, flew me out to Los Angeles, which is, like, the first time I've ever been here. And so I was working on, like, an insane... It was the first robot job I ever had, and it was, like, working on interactive live stream stuff, because I had worked on it for my own thing and just never done any live stream stuff with it. But it was, like, a live stream where you were able to interact with a bunch of, like... It was an animal channel, so you were able to interact with a bunch of newborn cats through robotics and shit. So, like, if you donated $5, it would disperse a bunch of treats automatically. If you donated, like, $10,
Oh,
then it
cool.
would zoom a laser pointer on the ground and they all go
man,
chase it.
that would work
This
so...
is the show that
that
I
would
wanted
work
to
on
make
me.
for Twitch, what I was telling you guys about.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
Yeah.
basically what you're saying, but it's like a
Yeah.
Pee-wee's Playhouse
This
type
was a
thing.
collaborative idea between the two of us.
That's right. Steve also helped.
Oh,
Yeah. I felt so left out. It made me
Oh,
sad.
wow.
Like a Pee-wee's Playhouse type,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just anything could happen. Like 20 things, like confetti cannons, da-da-da.
Like
If
if
enough
you
people
donated,
up-
a pie would
Yeah.
go into
Yeah.
the face of whoever
Anyways,
was on
you
the
did it.
stream.
Yeah, I built all the code for this, and then he had quite a I've done that, and he had a lot of requirements and stuff that we just kept building on. It was it ended up being all right.
Do you
Yeah,
like that? Do you like doing commissioned work? Does it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Like, but usually if I'm not doing YouTube stuff, it just feels better to do like a personal project.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like I'm really into data science right now, but data science isn't like super attractive as a word, so it's not.
No, but
like,
it's
No,
it
I got
actually-
kind
you
of
weren't
creepy when you
into it.
said it.
I
Yeah,
gotta
I
be
know.
honest. I started to get kind of fascinated about it because
It was,
it's like this, literally the science of data,
Yeah, it's like
like at the
statistics.
simplest form. Yeah.
Like statistics and computer had
Kinda
baby.
cool. Yeah.
So I'm really interested in that, but there's not a lot of cool projects you can do with that on YouTube. So I'm doing a lot of stuff like to the side, very quietly, very
Right.
unethically.
right, right.
I keep using that
Some
word,
would
and I
say
just want to
illegal.
know what it is.
Some would call it illegal on a worldwide scale.
Some people
Why
like
are
to
you
call me a
winking?
bad person. My parents don't talk to me anymore.
I guess it's just good to know that like if we could potentially commission you for something, if we thought of something that could be really fun, or if we wanted to build on that idea, Joe, maybe Michael's the place to start.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the ad portion of the podcast. Thank you for being here. What does it feel like when you need red wine at 4 p.m., sushi at 9 p.m., a breakfast burrito at 8 a.m., and ibuprofen at 10 a.m.? Feels like you need to Postmate it, ladies and gentlemen. Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever kind of delivery service all year round. Anything you're craving, Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the U.S. and offer delivery from all the restaurants, grocery, and convenience stores and traditional retailers you could possibly need or want or just desire loosely and ambiguously. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, Postmates will bring you what you need within the hour. It's amazing. They go and they grab it and they say hi to the person and then they put it in their car and they take it to your home and you never have to leave the house. No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is. Postmates will deliver anything to you. Anything. Download the app for iOS or Android for free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery in real time. For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. To start your free deliveries, download the app and use code Valleycast. I use Postmates all the time. I just ordered Greek food from it, using it 2 days ago because it keeps in the fridge really well, and sometimes I have it for breakfast in the morning. The Greek food, not...
That's when you would have it.
That's code Valleycast for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. It's also a great way to try new restaurants and try new places that if you don't want to go out, you don't want to risk it, you can just order it, taste it, sample the menu a little bit, decide if when you decide to go out, if you ever decide to, you know what
you
you're
don't
going to do.
be seen in public
Use
not
that
liking
sweet-
something.
Exactly. Anything you
embarrassing.
need. It's embarrassing. Anything you need, anytime you need it, Postmate it, download Postmates, and save with code Valleycast. Use code Valleycast for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Use code Valleycast. Thanks, bye.
Hey guys, did you know that your teeth move as you get older. It's true. My mouth is like a Jenga tower falling in slow motion.
One of my friends, Jesus Trejo from Bring It Funny, he says
Name
that
drop.
his teeth look like the Los Angeles skyline.
I like that too. Yeah, it's true. Like they used to be okay. They're not anymore.
That was very funny.
Well,
It's very funny.
but if you want to get your teeth fixed, the last thing you want to do is wear braces. That's true. That's why I'm happy to tell you about Candid, the clear alternative to braces. Candid has an experienced orthodontist who is licensed in your state to create a treatment plan just for you. They create a 3D preview of how your teeth will look after the treatments are done. That's like seeing into the future. That's some technology stuff right there. You know, that's like the T1000 in your mouth.
Yeah, relates to this episode so much with our good friend Michael.
Once you approve your 3D preview, Candid creates custom clear aligners that will be sent directly to you.
So if you don't have a tongue, you can have straight teeth. See, it's perfect.
You can't have it all, but you can have straight teeth.
Teeth don't grow back either.
Teeth don't grow back. There's no hassle of going to an orthodontist office, and Candid costs 65% less than braces. That's a significant amount of money. And for every aligner purchase, Candid donates $25 to Smile Train, who brings safe 100% free cleft lip and palate treatment to children around the globe.
Cool.
And that is awesome.
Cool.
And a big deal. So thank
Cool.
you for doing that, Candid. This is the call to action portion of the read. Get straighter, brighter teeth in an average of just 6 months. Learn more at candidco.com/Valleycast and use code Valleycast to get $75 off. That's candidco.com/Valleycast. Code Valleycast for $75 off. Do it. Check out the stuff in the description.
Straight
We'll take
teeth
you
are
there.
nice, man.
They are.
It's a good thing to have.
Where's the cat?
And that concludes.
Okay, so let's see. Does anybody have a topic they want to talk about, or should we just? I'd love to just keep poking Michael over here.
Oh, I like keep poking my.
Yeah, right. We should
I
just
like
keep
getting
poking you.
I got a
tell me-
question.
Oh, yep. Okay.
You like? Are you into pop culture robots, or do you not want to watch it? 'cause
Oh,
you see
that's
them so
fun.
much?
I like this.
If so, what's your favorite? And
Yeah,
why?
what's your favorite?
What do you mean by pop culture robots?
Like, are you like when you watch Star Wars? Are you all into the droids and shit, or like if a movie comes out about AI or the movie AI or like any of that?
Short Circuit.
Yeah, the
Terminator.
Terminator. Yeah. Do you
Lost
enjoy
in
that stuff?
Space.
Does it affect your consumption of media at all?
I think not a lot of robotic stuff with pop culture. A lot of like the AI stuff though. So
Yeah.
Ex Machina was
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
fucking banger.
Just next level.
On
So
that
shit.
note, what's your take as someone on the inside? How much time do we have before they take over?
Yeah.
It's so fucking scary. It's so scary.
Oh,
Like,
it is
Jesus
scary.
Christ.
Oh,
And we're
okay.
just like, yeah, let's just do it.
It's
Let's
so
just keep
scary.
making them.
I mean, with the driverless cars that are supposedly going to come out and always in like a week,
Yeah.
that alone is like you were talking the other day, Joe, about somebody on some Bill Simmons podcast that was talking
Yeah.
about how there's not going to be a need for cars soon. 'Cause no one's gonna
Your
buy a
generation, they're
car.
saying your generation, all of us, but like millennial.
The Zoomers,
Is
yeah.
that what you're called? A Zoomer?
Zoomer Boomer.
Zoomer
one of
boomer?
them.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, they're just saying that they won't buy cars. Like, we won't need them, especially in urban
because
centers and
people are
stuff
just
like that.
Ubering and using scooters and shit.
and self-driving and stuff like that. It's going to become an expense that won't be something we need because of AI.
Oh
And-
It's
man,
pretty
I don't know if
nuts.
the car companies are going to allow that. They're so powerful. All those car companies have so many hands and so many cookie jars. It's
doesn't,
really-
but if the consumer doesn't feel like they need it, they're not going to get it.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, they can like force the consumer to like want it again by making things really cheap and really accessible and really pretty and shiny.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's scary stuff.
Oh yeah, AI is definitely some of the most
Well, what-
terrifying stuff I've ever seen.
It's going
Like,
to,
how do you? Well, go ahead.
I was just saying, it's going to affect our culture more than we're giving it credit for. People, I've
Oh,
talked to
yeah.
you about it. We're
Like
humans
a
are
societal shift that you've never
jobs.
seen before.
Yeah. And it's people are going to have to find ways to have like self-value because there's gonna be less jobs.
Yeah.
Let's narrow down the scary things though. Let's talk
No,
about
let's
this.
amp up the scary.
Let's talk
things.
about- but
It will
let's-
take everyone. Universal basic income is gonna.
Oh, you
have
think
to
so?
fucking
It has
well,
to
that's what
happen.
I want to
It
know.
has to
So-
See,
happen.
that's what I want
Me
to
and
know.
Michael
Like,
are on the same page.
but let's pick one like facet of what is the scariest thing about AI to you as someone who knows the field to a degree, as deeply in as you do. What is in your knowledge base the scariest thing as far as AI goes now?
Yeah, well, full disclosure, I'm not great in the AI field. I focus more on like web-based stuff, trying to get more into the AI with data science and machine learning.
so you can take it down from the inside.
You're our Miles Bennett Dyson over here.
in the world where robots have every job, the last job is the guy who programs
Right.
the robots. So,
However much you know about AI versus web stuff is infinitely more than I will ever
Oh
know.
yeah, so please, like whatever you're gonna say is gonna educate us on
disclaimer,
it.
but
Just
yeah, I'm-
scary. It's just like
Like, what's the scariest part though?
well, I don't know, the unknowing of what it's capable of. Because
Yeah.
like if you look at what machine learning is capable of, like right now, it's super terrifying because of how, like it's able to identify patterns that a human would never be able to identify. That's terrifying.
Can I just say though, so just to skew a little positive, because
I don't like that.
because you
just don't want to hear the negative.
No, you've seen. It's just one aspect of this like dystopian, we're all fucked, AI is gonna kill us all idea. There's just one facet of it that makes me think, at least to skew in the positive, which is, have you seen the movie Her?
No,
The
but I
Joaquin
need
Phoenix
to.
Her
I
is so
must.
good.
I
Okay,
need
so
to.
Her essentially has this phone company creating an AI living in like a phone, and it just essentially becomes so self-aware and so connected to every facet of humanity. It accesses every possible thing. It just one day, and this is a spoiler for the movie Her, it just one day decides there is nothing humanity. There's zero interest the AI has in humanity.
Yeah.
They have developed their own higher state of being,
Yeah.
and that's where they're all going. And they just
Yeah.
lose the AI to this idea of, you have nothing for us. We
Oh,
don't want
yeah.
to kill you. We don't want to take over. We want to go do our own thing.
Yeah. Have you heard of like like you don't care about like the bug that's on your shower floor, but you still
Nah,
kill it.
yeah, right.
You know. So, there's like
Good God.
the scariest thing is like
What
the
a
point,
great soundbite.
I know. The point of critical mass is the scary. Like
So.
once AI learns how to write AI better than a human, it's like 4 minutes until
It'll just
until it's
multiply infinitely.
a god.
Just
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like once it gets to that point where no human can write it better, the AI rewrites itself. Because we are able to come up with these complex machine learning structures that could do more than a human ever could.
Is there though like I don't know what kind of curve it is, but it's that thing where it slopes down and it always looks like it's about to touch this
Like an asymptote?
x-axis. Yes, like an asymptote.
No,
like
it
it
goes
doesn't
straight fucking
ever
up.
quite.
It just makes
Yeah.
you die.
Like,
I
is there
th- I
ever a
think.
world where it just can't cross over into that threshold?
Maybe
Writing its own code.
I
and
think we don't really
improving on
know.
itself?
Like that's something
Yeah.
that
Like, it's
we're not
probably
really aware of.
someone somewhere has already lost control of their AI, and we're barely in the beginning stages of what will happen to us as a result of that.
But it has.
Or we're already in it.
Or we're already in it.
And
yeah.
it's all a simulation.
There's no indication that's happened.
Yeah, and if you like, have
So-
you heard about like the level of like intelligent communication? It's like you can sort of talk to like a dog, or not like talk to, but you can communicate.
It can communicate
You
a
fetch
little
and
bit,
you say
yeah.
like sit, and like you see that dog, but then like okay, can you like really? So that's like one level of intelligence down from I don't know, like really abstract
Yeah.
concepts, but like then like you try to talk, communicate with like a chicken, and it's like it's a little bit harder, and then you try to communicate with like a lizard, and you're not getting through to anything. Then you try to communicate with like a cockroach, and there's nothing close that you can do to talk to that cockroach. We're so high above the cockroach that we're not concerned at all with the bug at the bottom of our shower. But then if we're the cockroach in that situation and something is just like massively intelligent, like to a point you can't comprehend, because the cockroach can't comprehend how we think,
I guess my
even
only
a little bit.
the strain of hope that I like hold on to is the thing that all those other things have in common, like the cockroach and the dog and all these animals, is they're still acting out of self-preservation, and there's still a genetic instinct for them to survive and reproduce, and that more than intelligence, I don't know if that would be considered a form of intelligence so much as it is like it is the definition of life, basically. So it's like, I don't know how you get that into a program. I mean, I guess it can theoretically happen, but it's like,
Yeah, it's just all based on how close we can get an artificial thing to create consciousness.
like it's will,
a
more
type
than-
of consciousness.
Yeah, like
yeah.
the thing that makes me kill the bug is that I'm like, I'm bigger than
Exactly, because
the
you-
bug is a
you-
threat to me.
It's
in
gross.
some
I don't want it
You
in my
don't care.
clean space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You don't
until,
care.
until we're considered a threat, or there's a possibility or some drive, that like makes the AI be like, I need to take care of myself. I need to. Then I think we're probably good, right? Even if it's
That's
smarter
why I
than
like
us.
her idea is that we're just so insignificant they don't even need us.
It's a very cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does seem like kind of more plausible than. But also what he's saying makes total sense.
I mean, but what he's saying is the equivalent of like, looking at a car crash on the freeway. We all want to talk about the hell and doom and hellfire that could come as the AI takes us over because it's more interesting.
I'll hope it's like her. I'm going to prepare for the bug in the show.
Yeah, I
Well,
for
it's
one,
not like you want to kill the bug. It's that you feel indifferent about the bug. It's that something can be so much smarter than you
Right.
that it feels nothing but indifferent.
But here's the thing about the whole bug analogy. We know that there's not really much going on with the cockroach.
Yeah, but in
like
this
they don't have
situation-
advanced societies
yeah.
like we
Okay,
do,
yeah. Yeah.
So there is that idea that like if one day we learned that the cockroach has emotions and feelings and like there's all this like
We'll still murder it.
I'll still kill that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, some people probably still would,
Yeah.
but I would be less inclined to, and that's the hope is that there's more people like that.
Yeah, so now like take that and scale it to
I know,
a planet-wide
infinity.
computer, and we are now on the level of the cockroach as the cockroach is to
Yeah.
us, and
I
that's
mean-
scary. Like it may not, be able. It something can be so smart that it could not communicate with us, just like we can't talk to the bug.
And we're talking like, let's say 10 steps down from where we are now. But what you said earlier is something that I've been thinking about, which would maybe be the 5-step mark when all the jobs are getting replaced by AI. Basic universal income is something that like I just keep to myself because it makes people like angry sometimes
it
when we
has to
talk about it. But
happen
it's like we
eventually.
have to because there's not going to be jobs. We're going to have to figure out how billions and billions of people are going to live and work
Find
together
purpose in the
and
world.
find
Yeah.
purpose.
Can't make a computer be funny and do fart sounds.
Oh my God, yo, okay.
You're
Have
safe.
We're safe, I think.
Hey,
You're
Steve,
good.
Please tell me.
Have you seen the computer write classical music and composers can't tell the difference?
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
they can do
terrifying.
art.
Yeah, they can do art. Yeah, you think because
Yeah.
we do like stuff that's not
Well,
traditional
we'll be
jobs.
dead before that. We'll have
so
already
have you
enjoyed our
seen the
success.
scripts that the screenwriting programs pump
Yeah.
out? Because
Yeah.
those are terrible.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But funny.
but they are funny.
But a
Cam,
different
you're right there.
kind.
Yeah.
It's like a Tommy Wiseau funny.
But
Yeah.
to piggyback on what we're
Freaks
talking
and
about
sponsors.
here,
We're safe. We're safe.
everything's fine. That's why I also think Oasis, like from Ready Player One, something like that could theoretically really become more ubiquitous than we think. Because if the world is fine and AI is making everything happen and we're needing purpose, you'd find your purpose in this second life
Right.
area where you just
You
go and
adapt.
play, and you would like that's the world we may live in.
Yeah, you just
Maybe. This
adapt.
is like one freaking of this is like Doctor Strange.
I mean,
like
you-
nodding
you
at
just-
me, going, "This is the one timeline."
But you just adapt until you can't anymore,
Or
and
we're dead.
everybody knows that, like, there's a finite amount of time that life can even exist on Earth.
It's all
so.
part of evolution.
It's an
There's
evolution.
The Big Bang happened, and then life sprung from that, and then
Listen.
life was like, "Oh crap, we're life," and now now that we went, "Oh crap, we're life," and we die, we're gonna make something that doesn't die, and that's gonna be the next big, the big cataclysmic event.
The sooner we all realize, as a society, as a peoples, that then we'll all be okay.
What were you playing last week? What were the ones that? Oh, it was something. It was because we had too many. Of
Was
these
that tongue don't
water
grow
containers.
back?
Tongue don't grow back.
Michael, if you bite off your tongue don't grow back.
Yeah, we realize that tongue don't grow back. If you realize that tongue don't grow back, you'll live a lot happier.
I just think we're creating our own thing that's going to kill us eventually, and that
Oh,
is
we're
a
back to
form
that.
of evolution.
I mean, you and I will be dead by then. We're already old.
He says maybe not,
I don't know.
and I'm younger than you,
I haven't.
so
I'm the owner of my own destiny. Okay.
you swallow your.
Yeah, man, that's some scary shit. Do you have any positivity in you about
yeah,
it?
Thankfully, you can go to nordvpn.com/Michael Reeves to use my coupon.
Do you feel like you, as a person, do you feel doomed? Do you feel like you have some sort of
No, we're all gonna
Let's talk
die.
about
It's
the
gonna be
darkness
fine.
in you,
Right. Aside from all this robot shit?
Do when people when you do Q&As and stuff, are they people? Is it people that are wanting to do what you're doing, or are they sort of they're fans of you and sort of what you bring to the content?
Usually a healthy balance
Cool.
of the two. Yeah, I attract a lot of, like people who kind of want to do the same stuff. And they ask a lot of questions about, like, how do I get into it? Like, what do I get started on? So, just the basic stuff. Tell them how to get started. And the most important thing is, like, just trying just failing over
Yeah.
and over again.
Do you? I'm familiar with the failing part.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
good strategy.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're gonna do this forever,
Forever,
or like for the foreseeable future? Like, do you?
yeah, as long as I live for like 5 more years.
There's no part of you that's like, I should have
Shit,
been a
he knows
lawyer.
something we don't know.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. You don't have to think too far, yeah, because we're going down.
Michael, what's your favorite thing to do that has nothing to frickin' do with robots?
Yeah, man.
I played a lot of video games.
Oh, what do you play?
I've been playing a lot of like Modern Warfare 2 recently.
Nice.
Like, just like like that old 10-year-old game.
Yeah.
But I'm like very good at it.
Dude, are you
so-
kidding me? I just fired up Friday the 13th, the game. Remember that game that came out like it's
don't.
not that old, but I fired it up and it's an old game to me because games just come and go and
Yeah,
then you're
yeah.
like onto the new thing.
Dude, Jackson and I just finished Donkey Kong Country together.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
That was good times.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, video games. I like hanging out with friends. Super nice. and
What's
important.
What's that like?
No, what's your favorite video game? I want to know that.
Who's your favorite friend?
Who's your favorite Joe you've ever met?
Oh,
What's your favorite video game ever?
Probably Skyrim.
Nice. Yeah.
it's good.
like-
I played it for the first time in the last year and a half. and
Really?
I was into it.
Like
It's good
Skyrim
stuff.
or Minecraft.
Did you play Skyrim VR?
I did not.
Dude.
No.
It's next level shit, man. It doesn't look perfect, but it's
Yeah,
like
it does.
it's Skyrim. It's the Skyrim you know and love. It's just fucking VR, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
No, I've seen it. It looks awesome.
You gotta do it, buddy.
I will. I've sunk 3,000 hours plus into that game.
I
so-
know, dude. All my friends
Jesus.
who have put that much and more into that game and have
So
bought
much.
and have bought every version of it for every system.
Yeah, I
like they
have it
got
on
it on the
Switch,
Switch and
yeah.
shit. Yeah, exactly. They're all like, "Fucking VR, dude. That's the way to go."
I'll
You're
try it.
you're almost 1/3 of the way on your 10,000 hours to becoming a freaking expert at that game.
right.
Your master class.
Really helpful stuff. Stop focusing on the cool robot stuff and finish Skyrim.
I will. Yeah, and then come back after.
Keep
Right,
going
and then
through all
come
those
back.
caves that keep getting regenerated and
Maybe-
are just the same every freaking time. That was my only problem with
Maybe
that
you'll
game.
learn a little something about yourself finishing Skyrim, dude.
Thank you for coming on the Valleycast.
Yeah. I just wanted to see how long that could hang.
What is your social life like? Do you hang out with your friends a lot? Do you have free time? Do you kind of make your own schedule? Do you?
My own schedule is like, it's pretty nice.
You just woke up.
I did just wake up. Yeah.
Are you a late riser?
Yeah, I've been going to bed at like 10 a.m. recently. And like,
Wow.
Going to bed at 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Wow.
Usually when I'm working on videos,
Yeah.
my sleep schedule gets all fucky wucky, so I like.
That's a good term.
Fucky Wucky's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be internet dad for a second. Are you getting enough sleep? It's very important.
Yeah, no, it's just like
.com.
at different times.
But you are getting enough sleep though.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good.
yeah. I wake up at like 5
It's
p.m.
important. It's important.
It surely is. Yeah, I do. Yeah, just at different times. of
Yeah,
day.
Yeah,
blackout
that's
curtains.
nothing wrong with that, dude.
Huh?
You have blackout curtains?
Yeah.
What's your
Oh
address?
boy.
Describe your house from the outside.
How do we get there from here?
We're in
Can you
Sherman.
draw us a map? Because I don't use technology.
We're frightened.
We're scared of it.
Completely.
I don't have too much free time.
Yeah?
A lot of my friends are like still in college and stuff, but like made a lot of friends off of YouTube that I really like hanging
Cool.
out with. Super cool.
You a Twitcher? Do you do the Twitch thing?
I don't do it myself. I hang out with some people who do it,
Yeah.
like the offline TV people. They're all super nice. Love those guys. But I don't do it myself. I've been thinking about it because there's like long stretches of time. I like post max once a month because of how long it takes
Yeah.
to make the robots, and I'm just like the worst at being efficient filming videos. Like it'll take like I spent like 3 days on 1 minute for this video, and like super not worth it, super
Yeah.
stupid. But so I've been thinking about just like streaming the build process, like me just screaming at my computer because I'm getting angry at the code, which I do anyway.
And there's people
so.
that will watch that for sure.
Yeah,
bro.
I've heard that.
But it's just your time, man. Like I think about it sometimes too. Like when I'm building, I build a lot of Legos in my free time.
like,
Revealed
Which
right
is a
now
lot
that you
like of
also
what
build
you do.
robots.
I build robots. I built a robot that saves children from buses when they
oh,
crash.
I made the robot that killed the children.
There
with
it
the
is. That's the
buses,
one.
so-
Yeah.
Whoa, did you guys just find out your arch rivals?
On the podcast, just sweating.
Pointing the guns under the table like in Glorious Bastard style.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have 3 drinks. No, I fuck. I forgot what I was talking about.
Sorry.
Legos.
Robots, Legos.
You
Oh,
build
Legos. Yeah,
yeah.
I build a lot of Legos,
Your
and I was
time.
like thinking, I could stream this and turn this into some piece of content or something. And
Yeah.
but it's like that's my time. I want to scratch my nuts when I'm itchy and like
Yeah, you can
sit in my
probably still do
underwear and like not have a flattering lighting on me and just bend over my Legos and not have to worry about it. You know?
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
a hot
yeah.
thing, right?
You painted that picture so well.
Thank
Like,
you.
I saw you.
Yeah, that's me, dude. That's
Yeah.
what I do when I'm doing my Legos. I'm just like as comfortable as I can
Shirtless?
be. No, not shirtless. That's too
Okay.
much. That feels like I've
That's
lost
not
all
in front of
hope
the
and-
Lego
Yeah,
people.
yeah. It's a little sadder.
It's sadder, yeah. Because then there's like mustard all over my.
I get
Yeah.
it. You need a break from the content sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand it.
But
I-
not only that, you got to keep your time that you feel you gain your sanity from the work of the day to yourself.
You don't
know?
owe anybody anything, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
The problem with
exactly.
YouTubers these days, and sometimes ourselves, is that we forget that like this, like we're important too, and you feel like you're having to constantly feed the machine, which is why I'm so envious of your schedule. You know, a lot of the work goes in. It's longer. Your posts are longer because of the work, but you don't feel like it has to be every single day.
Yeah, I think if it were every single day, it would just make it, or every week, it would make it worse for just how I do it. So I'd rather have the video be a better video than like post a bunch of shitty videos. That
Yeah.
I-
Also,
I-
on
Yeah,
that
that's
note, we
real.
could theoretically, like, I just don't think personally speaking, I don't think our brains function that well when we give ourselves too much of a robot.
Well, yeah. What we do
By nature, it's
Yeah,
good
I was
that
just
we
gonna
make-
say
we make
that.
a better
It
product
forces us
because
to-
of
yeah, it
yeah.
depends on the personality type. I've noticed.
We,
for sure.
if we ended up having to care about every video once a month or something like that, to the point that like
yeah, there's
you
a
know,
reason we're not making
we would
movies.
kill each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, there's both sides of that, right? Because like when we were doing SourceFed way back in the day, and Joe just posted that fucking calendar of SourceFed content, which seeing it that way really put the whole fucking thing into such a
insane.
strange perspective
Yeah.
that I'd never seen before. But you know, we were kind of like shoved into a box. We were like, we are creating these videos today. That is our job. That people are counting on us. That is what we're going to do, and we're going to do it every single day. And we're going to be here at 6 or 7 or 8 a.m. And then you're going to do your fucking thing, and that's it. And now that we're like the Valley folk, we're kind of just like, well, we're not as strict for sure.
We just walked out of the box, but we were stuffed in there, so now we're just the same shape as the box.
Right. Well,
So,
we're
like,
barely.
we're free, but we're still like this is what we know how to
Yeah,
do.
we're like when you buy one of those mattresses online, but we're like halfway through.
Yeah,
back to our-
expanding. Yeah,
We're like a junior size.
Do you have that sponsor too? Do you want to yell that out?
not yet. I do have that mattress.
But no, it was like, you know, in the SourceFed days, it was like, you know, there was a certain degree of being forced to get the job done.
That was the job.
Yeah.
And that was the job, and that pressure
Part of it
created
made it
so
funny.
much shit
Yeah.
and made it work.
I think it gets rid of
And-
filters that is important.
Right, and so now what we're experiencing is kind of like the opposite of that, which is
I think a big part of the
create-
entertainment was like, it was kind of like seeing you guys react to the situation around you that you like, you know, you're being, you know, like table talk twice a day.
Right,
What the
right.
fuck?
It was like,
but-
how can we can't answer the same question? Like so many questions would be edited
Would you
out.
rather have 4 legs or 2 arms wrapped inside of it?
I get the same question.
I'd rather
but
be at
about
an
robots.
office
So-
job.
yeah, for
Yeah,
me, it's robot ideas.
I've come full circle on those weird would you rather's. It took a while, but it took 7 years.
Yeah,
and
he
I still
hated
get it.
them.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Like refused.
Now I just don't think I still maintain that most would you rather questions are very simple and we sort of just talk about it.
I like to pick
But
them
I-
apart to a
I don't-
degree of absolute.
It's almost like
unnecessary.
that's why they ask.
Yeah, but kind of like it's always like a debate, you know? But
Yeah.
I feel like people are like,
That's what they want.
yeah, that I get.
Yeah.
I get the content making part. But when you're like everyone's like, I don't know. This is impossible. It's like you can usually decide if you'd rather jump. Why am I still talking about it?
I was gonna pull up some would you rather's if you wanted to have some fun here, Elliot, and maybe have the top would you rather from r/would you rather.
I'm down. I just think we can all come up with our decision really quickly if we wanted to.
Okay, so you're saying let's do it.
I want one that like
but
stumps
every
me.
single person should be one super fast answer, and that's it. No analyzation.
Sure. I mean,
That's what you're saying?
If you want, I'm down. I mean, I don't know if this
You're
is
like lightning
entertaining.
rounding. Would you rather? My dad dies every time.
Even if it's not in the question.
Dad's dead.
Okay, how about this? Would you rather have $100 appear in your pocket every time you put a finger in your butt for 6 seconds at a time?
Yes.
Or
That one.
one time only take $500,000 tax free up front.
What?
Without the butt?
6 seconds.
Yeah, you have two choices. Would you rather have the thing where you stick your finger up your butt for 6 seconds at a time and you'll get $100, or you take a one-time $500,000 tax-free bag of money?
I'll take the money.
I will take the bag of money with
Taking the bag of money?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
easier.
$100
you're in LA.
forever?
Real estate.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
If you can invest that in real estate and actually be okay for a little bit.
And you could still stick your finger up your butt if you wanted
If
to.
Makes
you
life more
really
manageable.
wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, but
yeah.
if it didn't give me anything, I probably wouldn't do
Might
it.
give you something.
I can give you a little bit of money.
I'll be
if you
right
want
back.
to.
And we'll be right back.
And we'll all be right back for this.
We'll be back in about 6 seconds.
That's our
so
new
if you-
show. It's
Does
just finger in your butt for 6 seconds.
It's the sequel to Trivia Bidet. If you don't get it right,
I will put my finger in your butt.
So you're
6
you're making $600 every minute.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it takes too much time.
I don't know, man.
$7 every minute.
No way. That's great.
That's a lot.
10
of
minutes
time.
is $6,000.
Dude,
It
think-
actually adds up real
That's what
quick.
I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
10
maybe.
minutes is $6,000.
And you could stop at
Is that math
500,000 or more. What's that?
Is that math?
Right? Was I off?
Just put your finger in your butt while
Well,
you're watching
here's
your
the other
Netflix,
one.
and the next
$100
thing
every-
you
How do you
know, you're
deposit
going
it?
to Barbados, baby.
$100 every 6
Just
seconds.
wire transfers to
6
your bank
times 10
account.
is
Yeah, but you have to
600.
take them out, so you gotta give a little leeway for the.
Do you have to take it out completely and then put it all the way back
It
in?
sounds like it, yeah.
So okay, so we're like $100 every 7 to 8
If it was
seconds.
just leaving your finger in your butt for an indefinite amount of time and hundreds just pop out.
Yeah, that would make it a little too sweet, yeah. I mean, you'd have to...
we might be missing out on millions of dollars.
It's for sure, but it's the lump sum because
It's the lump thumb.
it's the
I mean, but honestly, you got to think about that much money. You can't just have that much money out of
Exactly.
nowhere. You got to launder it or something.
the 500,000 tax free.
Yeah.
It means you're in the clear.
I'm taking the butt.
Oh,
The
okay.
butt,
That's
okay.
not the direction.
You're
I
saying
thought
you're
you were going.
you're safe from any, like, that money is yours and the government recognizes
said
that?
Yeah,
tax
if it's
free.
tax
I
free,
don't
it's
know.
not.
That's going to
It's
be
not.
that's
You
dangerous.
dodge the taxes. It's
Yeah, no.
tax free money.
But I think that's dangerous because, like, someone's going to come after you.
How are you going to deposit
They're gonna come
hundreds
after
of
you when
dollars?
they find out you're the golden goose of finger.
No
in
one
your
will
butt.
find that
They're
out.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have you in Area 51.
No one. How will anyone? Wait, how will anyone find that out?
You'll tell somebody.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right.
That secret is mine to keep.
Oh shit, guys!
I've
I
got to
forgot-
go to the bathroom.
I
I'll be
forgot
right back.
my wallet. Time to pay for dinner.
Not even that. I'm going to the
everybody.
bathroom.
You've already talked about it on a podcast
Yeah, man.
right now. So if you disappear for
Government's
a while
coming.
and start showing up with more money, people are going to start thinking.
Some fucking giant's gonna take you up into the clouds and put you next to his harp.
I'll just create a fake company that made like a t-shirt brand that I'm the ambassador for, and that would be my outlet for a while this money started happening.
Why did he call his production company Funky Finger?
It's better than 6 seconds. The 6 second sit.
That was fun. See, that was fun. That was fun,
Can
Elliot.
you do a? Can you create a robot where it's?
create a robot?
There's
Yeah, can you do one that
Can you
makes
do
fun of
one-
Elliot?
Can you do one where there's it basically if it's a would you rather robot where it does two bad things to you, but you can only pick like the which one you think is going to be the
Oh,
worst.
it's like a
and it just does
50-50.
that forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
How long do you think that would take?
Yeah, depends on what you want.
okay.
If you want a 6-finger sit robot, then like a little
Yeah. A little
Oh.
a little longer.
The 6 fingers. I'll give us one more. That was fun. We got away from.
Oh, you
robots
want
for a
one
bit.
more?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That was fun, right, Elliot? That was a good one.
I had a
Elliot,
great time.
did you like that?
I don't mind them. I just think they don't require a ton of. I kind of know the answer.
It's
I
just
don't know.
fun.
Maybe that's the point.
It's just a fun time, I think.
I do think you're wrong, like objectively. which
Okay,
is
how about
frustrating.
this? Would you rather be able to snap your fingers, say pizza time, and suddenly a pizzeria pops into existence around you? Around you.
Wait,
like
what
you're
does?
in it.
What
a
does?
pizzeria.
A whole pizzeria? So we're franchising these bitches.
Listen.
All right.
That's
Or-
such a cool superpower.
Or a pizza time, and then suddenly you're surrounded by a pizza.
Yeah.
Or you tap your foot, say open sesame, and a doorway to your room appears in front of you.
I want that one for sure.
You can go home right
yeah,
away.
doorway to my
anytime you
room.
want.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Like,
I guess
the
it
pizza
Yeah.
time. That's kind of like, what if you're ever like getting mugged and you're like, let me get my wallet.
pizza time.
Pizza time. And then fucking explodes a pizzeria and launches them, and like they're dead.
Oh, I thought they were
That's-
also in the pizzeria, and
Oh,
they're just
I
like,
thought-
oh, I saw
I kind of
pepperoni.
pictured it
talk this over.
expanding from your body.
Yeah.
I want a shot where it's like right up to the guy's face. Pizza time.
Yeah.
Just shows up.
It's a bloody mess.
Dude, doorway to your room is the coolest fucking thing probably you could have. Because
That's
it's like
pretty
you
sweet.
one-way ticket anywhere.
Well, to your room.
Well, one-way ticket if you're flying anywhere, right? You anywhere you want to go in the world, you
Yeah.
just need one-way
Rules
ticket.
are rules, Steve.
Yeah, man. Only to your room. Only to your room.
You can only fly to your room.
Go to your room.
You can only go to your room. Go to your room, dude.
Hey, where are you going?
That one was easy. Elio, did you pick the room?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What'd you pick?
Yeah, the room.
The room.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
The
think
pizzeria is pretty cool though.
We're missing out on again franchising stuff with no overhead, just like bam. And then,
I mean, plus you gotta think about where you're at. Like if you're in the middle of nowhere, and like if you're in a place where it's like too crowded, you don't want a pizzeria just to show up there. You're gonna cause a bunch of
dude,
problems in that
imagine
neighborhood.
what you could do to your competition. You just go to Pizza Hut. You go right in the middle of Pizza Hut, and you're like, pizza time. Yeah,
okay,
let's do one more.
Okay,
These are
one
good.
more. Would you rather win $100,000 or have your best friend win $1 million?
$100,000. I think $1 million would ruin a person's life.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And
And
then-
that might ruin your friendship with that person too.
Yeah.
I'll agree with the answer as well as the reason for it sounds better than the one I was going to say.
What were you gonna say? Fuck your friends?
Let's take $100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you could be ruining your friend's life.
I'll be
Yeah.
a better friend to them with $100,000.
Then they will to me with $1 million.
I can't control them. They can do whatever they're gonna do. I have trust that I will be such a great friend with $100,000.
My friend's doing fine. He keeps getting $100 bills out of nowhere, and I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Wait, this one's really good. Would you rather have ramen for dinner for the 5th day in a row, or have an argument with your wife because she never cooks anything until she cooks something to shut me up?
I already do that. That's a cry for help.
So great. It's just
so
yeah.
sad.
Just some guy.
Karen.
I'm gonna get Karen today. R/
He's
would
sick
you
of
rather?
posting an r/relationship advice. He's like,
The
finally.
next logical step is would you
These
rather?
guys aren't on my side. Let's see what r/would you rather thinks.
Am I the asshole? Yesterday I posted
Oh,
in.
I love that.
Every single one I've read of that has almost always been, yeah, you're kind of the
Yeah, you're
asshole. It's
kinda
very
the
rare
asshole.
that they're not the asshole.
Yeah.
At least half of an asshole.
Where are you from originally? What was your upbringing?
Hawaii. I
Cool.
born and raised in
What-
Hawaii.
what island?
The best one, Maui.
Yeah, my
That's what everyone
my
says,
brother
so.
lived in Lahaina for
Really?
10 years. Yeah,
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Did he like it?
yeah, he loved it. He it was very quiet and kind of slow moving for him.
Oh yeah,
he
that was
works
why
in,
I left.
Yeah, he does WordPress
Sites and stuff?
Yeah, all that
That's
stuff.
cool. You can do that stuff remotely too.
Yeah,
so it doesn't
that
matter
was
where
his.
you are.
Yeah, now he's back in Florida, but yeah, he loved it. And
Oh
like,
yeah,
so-
Lahaina's really fun. I used to. I have broken into every single hotel there. And,
Really?
And pool hopped and
I've
every
heard it's
beautiful.
very
I've
easy to
pool
do
hopped a
that.
little.
Oh yeah, I'm like Asian. Like, oh, is he white? Is he Asian?
Yeah.
Is he a tourist?
Let,
Is he
Yeah,
local?
so
tourist,
you
is he
got the
let him
best.
in, and it's just like if you're
Plus, you're wearing a hula skirt. you blend right in.
exactly no
Got the
shirt
coconut
on.
bra.
Yeah.
You had a gun?
Yeah,
My-
and a gun.
Yeah, that helps.
My girlfriend was also born and raised in Hawaii, and she looks like a white girl, so it's like she got that side of
Oh,
it.
yeah,
that was just
yeah.
like
She got the
Yeah,
howley
you
part?
act like
Yeah.
a tourist, they just let you into anything. I broke into Trump Tower Hotel on Oahu. I stayed on Oahu for a whole year.
oh no shit.
And
Okay.
some work,
Well,
yeah.
my first time ever to Hawaii was last year in Oahu, or was it this year? Jesus, I don't know. I guess it was the beginning of this year. Or it was the end of last year, beginning of this year. Anyway, but
go to your
it's a
room?
magical place.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So magical. And anyone I know who grew up there is just the greatest. They're sweet people.
It's awesome. Did you go to North Shore?
I think so.
You get
in Oahu?
the raw fish and the rice
No,
bowl?
no, I don't
Oh,
eat.
okay.
I don't eat fish.
Oh, I
raw
fucking
fish,
despise
yeah.
fish in general.
Yeah.
But just like everyone.
I got
likes
my
that.
musubi. I got
Yeah,
my
okay.
loco moco or moco loco or whatever.
Locomoco. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
did
the
a
shit.
Hawaiian food video for
Yes, we
taste testing
did.
that Steve did. What is something about growing up in Hawaii that people wouldn't really know? Like, what's kind of unique about
just a massive
growing up there?
meth problem.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, wow.
It's just a
Same
big
with
thing.
Montana.
Yeah,
Meth
awesome.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of just like the Hawaii of the land, as Montana is.
The Hawaii of the
Yeah.
land.
Yeah.
I'm from Florida, and we don't have that kind of crap. So sorry to say,
Yeah.
we kind of got our shit figured out.
Yeah.
It's really nice. There's not a lot to do on my island. Like Oahu, it's like the city island. Maui is like not
I
a lot
found
of
it kind of like I went enough that I was like I kind of
Yeah.
have done everything.
It's like, well, yeah, but yeah,
still
when you're
beautiful,
when
paradise.
you're born there, you like really have to like find
Yeah, I
every
bet.
little last thing
Yeah.
to do because it's just so fucking boring.
I think that's everywhere too, though, right?
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
find
it makes sense.
It's like if you don't like the ocean where you grew up, it's like you're kind of you're a little,
yeah,
little
and I
fucked.
kind of.
But that's
did
kind of
it.
like a kid thing, though, right? Like as soon as you're old enough to be able to kind of do your own thing, like, you
yeah,
can't just-
driving, getting a driver's license,
Yeah.
because then you and your friends can just like drive around the island, like literally your friends sitting in the backseat like playing a ukulele.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
those are some of the best things
That's
ever.
cool.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah, you weren't into the ocean stuff. You weren't like
Not into
out there?
the ocean too much. No, it's like very pretty and sit on the beach,
Sure.
but not like a go in the ocean kind of thing. Like I sort of know how to surf, but
Yeah.
not much.
Cool.
Well, you wouldn't. Yeah, you would have a lot to answer to if you didn't at least surf, right, from Hawaii a little bit.
Yeah, every time I'm like not super into the beach, don't like fish, and like everyone's like, you're just the worst.
Like, why are you here? Go
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
I'm
know.
like that, but as a Mexican, I don't speak Spanish and I don't like spicy
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I don't
so I'm
speak
just
any
like,
And you
Filipino.
hate Mexicans.
Yeah, I
And
do hate
that's the most
Mexicans.
important part.
with a passion. All right, well, dude, what the hell? This was so great. This was so fun.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to talk about specifically?
Oh yeah, please say anything.
Now say it.
You only
Literally talk
and
about anything.
And
3 more seconds. 2. That's your time, guys.
Go to
Thank
your
you so much
room.
for
So
listening.
much.
Thank you.
No, please pitch. Like, tell everybody where they can find you, what your @, handles are,
man.
all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, just Michael Reeves on YouTube. I think Michael Reeves 08 on Twitter. That's pretty much all the social media I stick with. So yeah, go there. I make robots.
Cool.
Dude, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, really nice talking.
Let's
to you.
do that.
I can't wait to check out more of your stuff. So
Let's
I'm
project
yeah.
some future stuff for you. Who do you want to work with in the future on YouTube? Let's just put it out into the world. They're going to hear this and you're going to go do it.
I met a lot of people who I've always wanted to meet. So it's like I'm slowly shrinking that list, which is
Good.
really nice. I always wanted to work with Joji or just meet Joji, you know.
Well, there we go.
But he doesn't do YouTube anymore.
Oh, bummer.
But him and that was a very big thing I watched a lot with
Nice.
with,
Epic
yeah,
comeback on your channel.
Yeah, there you go. Make it happen.
Dude, make a robot of him.
I mean, yeah, that would get him to come out probably and do another video.
It's a robot that just does falsetto.
there you go. There you go.
This is coming out by the time this is posted publicly. We will have either gone on to the finals of the NBC's Bring the Fun, or we will have lost. Do you think we're gonna make it through or not? And
Oh yeah, you
we'll
guys
know.
will do it.
Oh,
Thank
wow,
you.
That's very
Bang it
kind
out.
of you.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad to hear that. I'm excited. That makes me
Bang it
feel
out.
That voting robot that you're making is going to help.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
The Russian bots.
Yeah,
All mine.
that's my favorite kind of bot. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Where's the cat?
Yes!